All right, so here we go. We're looking for house hack number 4. It's going to be over in the Westminster area. I'm really stoked for it. So the reason why we're looking in the Westminster area is because of the short-term rental laws that will be implemented in January 1st, 2024. I have a video showing what's been drafted and what's going to be presented to the council of the city of Westminster, and it looks like one investor per name can have an investor-related property with a short-term rental permit. And for me and my wife, we love short-term rentals. Yeah, we love short-term rentals so much, especially with our current house hack number 3 over off Raritan Street, where we've been able to live for free for the majority of the year. And for the rest of the year, like the winter months, our occupancy is getting me a little bit lower, maybe around 60 or 70%, but still we're making like $2,000 or $2,500 per month on those. We want to replicate that same structure, that same strategy into the next property and maybe live there for a little bit longer. I think we're starting to get a little bit bougie, especially because we're getting a little bit older, and after house hacking so many times, I've lived in like 5 different properties over the past 5 years. It's pretty insane. So with that being said, let's get into the numbers behind it. Let's see the location of it, why we like this place so much, and what are the numbers when we finally move out of this place. So let's go check it out. 8864 Princeton Street over in the Westminster area. We have a $530,000 list price. It is recently on the MLS, 6 days on there. I'm anticipating this goes pretty fast. This is kind of what me and my wife are looking for, and this is pretty attractive. So let's go through the pictures. Year built, 1961. I find this to be really high taxes. Maybe it's in the specific area, and we'll go over the area. Actually, we'll do this right now. So with the specific area, it is right off the 36, off of Oakwood, right in this area right here. So looking at it specifically, yeah, right off Oakwood, close to all these other small, residential communities, close to the old spaghetti factory, H Mart right here, and this exit is right here. So super convenient for getting onto the 36. I was looking at the Westminster Center Park, especially for my dog that loves to play fetch. We just need a whole bunch of room, right? Well, this property in itself has a pretty good backyard, and yeah, honestly, it's not too far away from where I live, which is over in the Sherwood Twin Lakes area. And I like it too because Westminster is going to have some really cool Airbnb short-term rental regulations that I like. So anywho, that being said, let's go into the pictures themselves. As you might have seen, sorry, it's taking a little bit here. So going on to the pictures themselves, we have a pretty good curb appeal here. The address looks great. It always has that mid-century modern fonts that is the determinants of the rehab. Flooring looks great. Like the ceiling fan, I like the molding up on the ceiling. Tiles, got the fireplace. Interesting little nook here. Check this out. I don't know what this would hold, but it definitely has that sort of older look to it. But this looks great. I like the light fixtures, white cabinets. It's got the quartz countertops. Looks like a new sink as well. Appliances look great. Oven is built in. Same with the hood, microwave. It's a 5-bed, 3-bath. So we got a 3-2 upstairs and a 2-1 downstairs. So this is what I'm trying to figure out too, is whether the backyard entrance or backyard, so I think this goes into the backyard and it goes straight into the basement. So potential house hack material, and this is exactly what I'm looking for. Especially for a reasonable price like $530, but I highly doubt that it will stay at $530. So this is the living room of the basement, and initially you see the recessed lights, a lot of outlets. There's a lot of potential here. Carpet I'm not too fond of, but at the same time it looks great. It looks pretty new. Maybe they shampooed it. At least the bedrooms have hardwood floor, but it does not have an egress window. Same with the other bedroom, but the bathroom looks great too. The other bedroom is here, and it looks like it has, maybe that's the closet, or maybe that's the entrance to the other room or the main living room, but no egress window here as well. So you have a couple outlets, and maybe this is the water fixture. I'll have to put a lock here as well. There's not too much going on in the backyard, but it does look big enough. You have a shed here, maybe you have a privacy fence on this side, just so that, you know, based on what I'm seeing, this neighbor is a little bit of an eyesore. So having it. Also, it's nice that the electrical lines don't go through any mature trees. This is what I was looking for earlier, is that separate entrance going into that basement. So this is potentially that one. Yeah, totally. So I think this is pretty good. So that being said, looks like 2,500 square feet. There is no AC, so we have to factor that into our capital expenditures. Once we hit the summer months, it definitely will be hot, high 80s to 90s to even triple digits. That will happen over the summer in Denver if the past 2-3 years that I've been here is any say in that. So living room, 2-bedroom, 1 bath in the basement. The laundry is in the basement as well. We did not see it in the pictures. And then also that 3-bed, 2-bath upstairs. So we're planning on living in the upstairs, the 3-bed, 2-bath, and the downstairs for a 2-bed, 1-bath, and have that operate as a short-term rental. Zoning is R1C. That does not matter much. It's just a single-family home. No additional attachments or ADUs are allowed based on zoning. And nothing too crazy here other than, we got the shed too. So sure, this might have the capability to have that house hack ability, 3-bed, 2-bath on top, 2-1 downstairs. So let's go check out the Westminster area on AirDNA. So with a 2-bed, 1-bath that we will have as a Airbnb, we want to make sure that it's reasonable and see what those numbers might look like going forward. So we have a lot of other competition here, other 2-bed, 1-baths. It's about 25% of the sample size here, or of the population in the Westminster AirDNA short-term rental population. So we have some competition here. So we got to make sure that we do it appropriately. We can do this right. Going into air conditioning, almost all of them have AC, almost all of them have heating. Internet is more necessary than AC or heating in this. So if you don't have high-speed Wi-Fi, you are not a responsible host, in my opinion. We have the fastest Wi-Fi for our internet, and we are taking full advantage of that and making sure that our guests are happy, especially if they're trying to stream things, stream on the phones. Everyone's happy within the house, right? Hot tub might be nice just to set yourself apart, but not necessary. And that's a whole different video for a different time. This is the general overview. I won't dig into this too much, but the main thing that I want to go over here is the rentalizer. So 8864 Princeton Street over in Westminster. So it's going to be starting out with the 5-bed, 3-bath, and this is for when we move out. When we move out of the place, it's a $293 average daily rate with a 66% occupancy rate. So cap rate is looking pretty decent at 8.77%. This is factoring in the $293. 66% occupancy rate, annual revenue is 70.1K. If you were to put down 20% on this place, 20% is about 100-ish K, just over 100K, maybe like 105K or 110. So if you were to get an annual revenue of 70.1K, you're making up a pretty good portion of it within year one. So 538, I don't know why they have for 538 purchase price, but anywho, you can go over these. That's what's cool about AirDNA, is that you can compare what else is around you, and these are where they are. And this is a 4-bed, 2-bath, 5-bed, 2-bath, 10 guests. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do here, is have a lot of accommodations for these places. 60% occupancy, 79% occupancy, and I'm feeling pretty confident going forward if I were to move out of this place and operate it as a short-term rental. So that is not the case right now. I want to see what it cash flows, or what it is capable of getting 6 guests while we house hack the place. So let's update it a little bit. In this area, average daily rate is 167, occupancy is 67%. So with that being said, operating expenses, cap rate is not that much, but this is all just revenue to help out your mortgage expenses and all that good stuff, your whole living expense. 2-bed, 1-bath, 6 guests, 61% occupancy, 76%. These are top comparison places, and they're actually pretty close to us. So we need to make sure that we have an awesome place that these guys can provide. what kind of amenities can we provide that others don't have, right? And if you click on these, what's great about it is that you can go onto Airbnb and see what it's like. So this one in particular, modern, updated, fast Wi-Fi. Maybe this isn't a good comparison because it's a 2-bed, 1-bath. So if I were to go to another 2-bed, 1-bath, let's say cozy apartment, cozy cute stay. Yeah, let's try. I want to do an Airbnb one. Oasis renovated space with backyard, pet friendly. Yeah, let's try this one. So Airbnb, let's see what these photos come out to be and everything in between. Pet friendly is huge as well. So having that amenity of like a washer dryer as well, and this is a super host. So this is some pretty good competition already. 2 bedrooms, they do not have an egress window. Pretty significant here. I guess maybe it's not 100% necessary. So with the occupancy here in March, let's just put in a couple of days here. Let's say if we were to do Friday, stay for a week, right? Yes. Okay. So it's supposed to be 88, but they gave me a discount. I think that's probably like 15% discount here. Yeah, weekly stay discount minus 62. Cleaning fee is $100. Airbnb service fee is 92. So it's not too bad. And yeah, 4.83. It looks like, yeah, she's just suffering a little bit with the occupancy here. So I really like AirDNA, especially if you're going to be looking in certain places like this, just so you can see the comps and what your competition is going to be like. Comps being comparisons and competition being competition. So let's go over the numbers. I'll plug in these exact numbers and also a more conservative approach for this house hack. All right, so going into the numbers themselves. Property price, $530,000. Estimated rehab cost. The reason why I have it so high at $27,000, even though it's like a rehabbed property pretty well, is that there's no egress windows in both of the bedrooms. There's one egress window or no egress windows in either of them. So one egress window is approximately $4,600 to $4,800 per window. Pretty significant. You know, and if it does depend on your risk tolerance, and if you were to have a place that does not have an egress window, you just run the risk of like fire hazards. If someone gets trapped in there, it's on you, all that good stuff. So I'm just factoring in there approximately $15,000 for egress windows and AC. So there's no AC either, and that's approximately $6,000, give or take, maybe $7,000. So if you were to put in, let's say $10,000 for egress windows, and then AC, you know, this isn't exact. And then also we got to put in furnishings as well. So furnishings, I'm anticipating about, you know, $10,000 to get the two bed, 1-bath downstairs all set. So yeah, I think this is a pretty fair assessment of around 27 grand for all the furnishings, egress windows, AC, and all that good stuff. Closing costs about 7 grand. Annual appreciation doesn't really matter too much. ARV, this is with you know, everything said and done. Annual rent increase. So down payment, say we're only going to put down 5% on here. Especially as a house hack, I would encourage that just because you need more capital in your pockets in order for this to work. You know, to feel safe with reserves, to be prepared for anything. It's just nice to have more in my pocket and put less down on the property. That's my opinion. I'm pretty highly leveraged right now. So take that with a grain of salt, right? PMI rate, so 0.32%, and that gets factored into the PMI and the mortgage expense, and I'll get to that later. 30-year term fixed, 1 payment per month, monthly insurance. I'm anticipating about $2,200, which is what I'm getting for my my property not too far away from here, over in the Sherwood area. Taxes, $3,400. So like I said earlier, the tax annual amount is $3,356. So if I were to put that here, taxes $3,400 divided by 12, that's the monthly amount. So I'm a little conservative here in this input and in rent income, right? So I'm just gonna put that here, 2 bed and 1 bath, just so that, and then here is the main floor. This will be, I mean, I'm just putting it in here just for accuracy here on the statement, but I'm anticipating about $120 per night for 30 nights. This is gross. What I can get at 100% occupancy, right? 3,600. Not much else I can charge for as far as Airbnb goes. If it was like a medium-term rental or maybe even a month-to-month lease or 6-month lease, I might be able to put something in here for pet rent, garage parking, carport, and all that good stuff. So going into the mortgage payment itself, we're looking at about 3,700, maybe 3,800, and that's with an interest rate at 6.5%. PMI is 0.3 or 0.32, just rounded down a little bit. So that gets factored in at 134. Vacancy, so I'm anticipating that 70% occupancy for this place. And going back to AirDNA, it was anticipating approximately 67%, but at an average daily rate of 167. So like I said, I'm pretty conservative on this as far as the 120 per night with a 70% occupancy rate. So yeah, let's see how the numbers play out as the conservative side here goes. So with capital expenditures, maintenance, I'm taking 4% of the subtotal estimated rent. And then utilities, I'm estimating about $400 for high-speed internet, gas, water, electric, and trash. Those are the big things here. So with subtotal reserves to live here, with vacancy included on this, 5,551. So with that being said, monthly cash flow, so I'm spending about $2,000 to live here versus the $3,800 to live here. So taking away about $1,800 per month is not bad at all in my opinion, but I think this is pretty conservative. So let's go through some numbers here of like what that looks like if I were to bring it up to snuff, like based on AirDNA's estimates. So 5,010 based on 167 per night, right? And then looking at vacancy being at 67%. So if we were to do 33 instead, so we're only paying about $1,200 per month, $1,227 per month versus what was earlier, approximately $2,000 per month. So hey, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'll gladly pay $1,227 a month for a 5-bed, 3-bath place that's pretty much all rehabbed with a great backyard, great location over in Westminster. And once I move out, I can operate the whole place as a short-term rental. So I like this play a lot. So I do have some information here for like if you wanted to have the like capital partners in here. Let me know in the comments below if you want to have this information provided for you. Like I can go over partnerships, how I structure mine, especially with the current house hack that I'm living in right now, house hack number 3. This potential one is number 4. So I'm looking to do the same thing for house hack number 4, but I won't get into that right now. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I don't think there's anything else I want to discuss here, but I think the big thing here is with a lot of this competition, right? This competition of other 2-bed, 1-baths, and they look great, honestly. Like corner, even looking at this one right here, 6 beds or 6 guests can stay here, 2-bed, 1-bath, 10 miles away from downtown Denver, and it's like down the street from our place. So they're in direct competition of us. Having this TV over in the corner, it looks like an egress window over in the background here. So let's go check it out. What me and my wife are thinking, actually, we're thinking of having a video game setup or video game themed setup here. And honestly, I like this too. Check this out. See, I like this. I like how they're making it an experience rather than, oh my gosh, it has a movie theater here. That's cool. With red light below the couch, that is awesome. Popcorn machine in the back. Star Wars, Harry Potter posters, Jurassic Park, The Godfather. That's the entrance. That's really cool. Wow. Kitchen, a full kitchen in the basement. Holy crap. That is sweet. And a little bar area. Oh man. So that is some good competition. So we're definitely going to make it decked out when we get this place, or if we get this place, or something like this, right? So yeah, I like to tell my guests or my clients that, hey, it's all about amenities, amenities, amenities. It's not just about location, location, location. It's all about why would people want to stay at your place versus even a hotel. Like hotel is your competition as well, right? So with this place having a kitchen and a movie theater setup and a bar setup, oh my gosh, like, okay, we got competition. So yeah, the place looks great. Looks like someone's probably staying upstairs while the downstairs is being rented out. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you thought that this was a pretty cool. Okay, so these guys are 130 a night. Sorry, I'm curious myself. I gotta see what this might look like. So yeah, 145, 130 nights with the cleaning fee, and I'm sure this guy rents out really good over the summertime. I'm anticipating like over 200 a day or a night. But reviews aren't that great. Superhost is not achieved here. So yeah, I think this is this is really good and aesthetically pleasing. So anywho, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much. I'm also a licensed broker and realtor here in the Denver area. Hit me up if you're curious about like how do I even set this up. What should I do for cleaners, listings, photos, videos, things like that. This is all I do. This is what I love to do. Talk about real estate and especially short-term rentals too. This is all part of the experience. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.